Hello there. Now, the weather is apparently set to get a lot cooler this week, but we've got plenty on the show to brighten up your day. We are starting with the latest autumn beauty products that Britain's top magazine editors can't live without. Do like that. And was it all hellish for Brian Dowling in Hell's Kitchen? Oh, the wee soul. He was bullied, but he says he's happy with third place. We're going to be catching up with him later on. And continuing his devilish ways, this really is a hell of a storyline. Coronation Street's David Platt puts his niece's life in danger when she accidentally takes an overdose of drugs that he's hidden in her dolly. Tina's here with all the latest. So there we are. First though, London Fashion Week, and with the recent Model Health Inquiry report, the catwalk firmly under the spotlight, our very own style guru Mark Hayes, live at the National History Museum. And also in the studio, we've got Konnie Huq, fresh from her stint at New York Fashion Week. Mark, I didn't see you there. Look, you didn't look like yourself.
We're on Jamelia. We're on Jamelia, basically. She's a cardboard cutout at the moment, but I promise you, the celebs are going to be here, I tell you, and they're going to be treated pretty well, all right? Because I'm here at the London Fashion Week VIP tent, all right? And if we follow through, all right, have a nosy. Oh, yeah, they can come in here. They can get their hair done, that's right. They can get a nice blow-dry, the whole kit caboodle. I probably won't be in here, I have to say, because my mantra is now less is more when it comes to hair. It's a sad day, Lorraine, I tell you. Let's say, though, your makeup drops. You know, in between shows, you need a bit of a top-up. It's fine. You can pop in here. They've got a huge beauty lounge. Unfortunately, it's locked at the moment. That's because there's goodie bags in there, but don't worry. When I get in, Lorraine, they'll all be for you, I promise you. The reason why, though, they're treating you with such luxury is because all the big wigs, all the big movers and shakers of fashion are going to be here. We're talking the big editors, the big buyers, the wannabes, the has-beens, the hangers-on, you name it. They're all converging into one place and making London Fashion Week. But it's not just about them. It's also, you know, London Fashion Week's renowned for finding new talent. That's what we're going to be looking out for, OK? So that's why you've got the likes of Anna Wintour, for example, OK? Now, she's the US editor for American Vogue, okay? Now she, you know, she's been seen here at London Fashion Week, and she looks out for all the new talent, checking what's hot, what's not, and I have to say, she scares me quite, Lorraine. Do you agree with that? She's quite a terrifying lady.
She is quite scary. Does she not get up to her office at 6 o'clock and somebody does her hair, somebody does her makeup, so she's always immaculate? I think that's very good.
The last I had was 4 in the morning, which is quite terrifying. It's
well, as a girl gets older, it maybe takes longer, I suppose. Mark, listen, what can we look forward to in the week? Because I know you're beside yourself with excitement. What's going to happen? What can we look forward to?
Indeed. It is all about the new designers, OK? And we're kicking off our proceedings today with Marius Schwab, OK? Now, he is new designer of the year at the moment, OK? Now, he's kind of been one of the innovators, I would say, of this whole bodycon look, OK? So this is this very, very tight-fitting stuff. If you're not into it at the moment, I would say it's going to be very, very big. You know, by the end of the season, you're going to know exactly what it's about. At 2:30 today, we've got Christopher Kane, OK? Now, this is a Scottish-born designer from Glasgow. He actually was requested to have a meeting with Ms. Anna Wintour last year, so I'll be finding out all about that. I'm sure it was terrifying for the poor boy. I have to say, he really is so hot at the moment. He's, you know, such a massive talent. If you do have any spare cash, my advice would be buy one of his dresses now, because I think in years to come, it's going to be worth serious, serious money. So that's the kind of new designers. Kicking off as well today, we've got a Luella, the artist formerly known as Luella Bartley, shall we say, okay? She is now come back from New York. She's come back, so we're welcoming back some old friends to London. She's got her store opening as well today. We've also got on Wednesday Matthew Williamson. Now, he's been away for years and he's celebrating his 10th anniversary in fashion, so he's come back to London Fashion Week. So you can expect to see lots of kind of boho styles, some serious sequins and some serious A-list stars, okay? So that's what we love about it, isn't it? It's all the glamour. But Lorraine, I have to say, okay, I think some of the glamour could decline slightly because it's not as cold as it usually is, okay? Usually in London Fashion Week. And the fashion editors, all the big fashionistas love to wear the autumn-winter stuff. Now, I have to say, here I am, all right, I've got my Dior chunky knit scarf ready and rearing to go, and I'll be wearing it, I tell you. But I think we're going to see some serious makeup drippage on some fake Prada fur. Don't you just love Fashion Week? It's great.
Mark, thank you. You chill out in that lovely posh chill-out area, and I'll talk to you later.
I know.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you then.
Now, while Mark has been checking out the latest catwalk shows this week, what about the months of preparation beforehand? We're going to take a look behind the scenes at one of Britain's most prolific designers, and you can actually wear his clothes as well. Ben DeLisi.
I design the collection, sketch it, and then we have a big meeting. We sort of grade the sketches, see how they fit, see if there's a theme emerging, see if there's a look emerging. It's much better. Look how soft it is. It's much, 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 much better. Then there's the other component. I have a stylist who styles my shows, which is a gal named Katie Felstead, and she has a lot to say about it. And for some reason, she gets me. She gets me perfectly. She and I are on the same wavelength.
I think it should be a really kind of slightly 70s.
Your take on it is the styling of it. Run through it, show me what you want to do. You're in charge of makeup. Do something fabulous. I think it should be something really, really off the wall on the eye. I don't think it should be about the mouth. I think that, you know, I've been around for 27 years now in England, and I have a very good following of customers that want pure, chic clothes that flatter their bodies and are not gimmicky and not do not adhere to a particular fashion trend that's going to be in one season and out the next. Are we absolutely certain that the fuchsia line won't work throughout this entire collection? I'm not the kind of designer that breaks boundaries. I never was. But I think the proof is that I'm still here. I think all the models are in hair and makeup and everybody's under control. We've done our rehearsals, they've all been fitted.
Ben DeLacy, as always, absolutely beautiful, and he designs clothes that you can actually wear, which is a good thing when it comes to clothes. Now, Konnie Huq, as you know, was in New York last week for us, which was fantastic. You had a lovely time, didn't you?
Yeah, I loved it. Send me out anytime, Lorraine.
That's fine, we will, don't you worry. So now it's London, so have you noticed a difference between the two so far?
Yeah, definitely. I think New York feels much more hectic, and most of the shows, bar a few, are in Bryant Park, so it's all in one place, so there feels like there's loads more people, whereas I think at London, there's not as many shows that are going on in one sort of small area at the Natural History Museum. So New York felt a lot more manic.
A lot madder, I suppose, as it would be. Now, there's a lot of attention, obviously, right now in the fashion world because of the whole size zero debate. There was a huge inquiry done into this and nothing really came out of it concrete yet, but hopefully. But I couldn't believe the news of that wee lassie in Australia. She's, what, 13?
I know, that's
she's
so young. She doesn't look 13.
No, she doesn't.
But, I mean, mentally, you know, she's a 13-year-old and it seems so bizarre to sort of put that pressure and put her in that situation.
So this is Madison, isn't it? Her name's Madison Gabrielle, I believe. That's the same age as my wee girl. I mean, she does look, you're right, she does look an awful lot older than 13. But is that a good idea to be that? Oh, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It really is. Depends how mature she is, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think you need to sort of set a precedent, really.
Yeah.
And 13 is too young. And admittedly, there are some 13-year-olds that are a lot maturer than other 13-year-olds. But, you know, you're still doing your schooling. You know, a lot of people sort of haven't pubertised at that age. I think it's just wrong.
I do as well. And at that age, to go for that sort of rejection, because sometimes these models walk in and people just go, no, like that. No, you're not really for us, love. Thanks very much. You're beautiful, though. But it's just, no.
Yeah.
And to take that would be really hard at any age, never mind 13.
Yeah, you're
no,
vulnerable.
We're not sure about that. We're not sure about that. So look, who have we seen already that's been making the headlines?
Well, yesterday Gareth Pugh was showing clothes.
Right.
And he has been making the headlines big time because he's only 26 years old.
Okay.
But he's like this bright young thing. And Anna Wintour, there we go.
Oh, no, I must get one of them. Oh, no, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, Cube Head. That was the first model that came on. And I did slightly feel like I was in a spoof or Zoolander because the Cube Head came on and everyone burst into spontaneous applause. I mean, nothing was sort of wearable down the high street, it has to be said. But everyone is raving about this guy. I mean, there was a lot of sort of leather, looks quite bondage-ish, lots of sort of slashed bits here and there. But, you know, he's big news. I did feel sort of like, am I in the Emperor's New Clothes at times? But, you know, what do I know?
What do they call that? Pushing the envelope or something?
Yes, something like that.
Must get a cube, though. Got to get a cube.
Yeah, they're going to be big.
Fantastic.
Cube head is the way forward.
And little Peaches Geldof was
yeah, that's right. She
strutting her stuff, wasn't she?
She was modelling for PPQ, who you might not have heard of because they're not a household name, but they actually supply Liberty Selfridges. They're very cult in Japan.
Right,
They're global. And there's a lot of talk about her looking just like her mother in the papers
She looks a little
today.
bit like her mummy, as you would expect. Not
you'd expect
hugely.
a
I suppose it's
to
the
have
blonde.
some resemblance.
She's dyed her hair blonde.
Yeah, that's the main thing, I think. So
Again, only 18. It's young, isn't it? But it's a young. It's a
better
young
than
person's
13.
Game. No, that's for sure. Absolutely.
But, yeah, not
So
great.
we're all going to run out and buy cubes. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. One that everybody's looking forward to though is Julian McDonald, because I mean he does actually design clothes that you can wear, a bit like Ben DeLisi. You can actually wear them.
Yeah, his
I mean,
clothes.
if you're tall and beautiful and slim, you can wear that, but it is wearable. It's better than a cube.
Yeah, all his clothes.
That's
I'd say,
gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't
That
it?
is
Really
beautiful.
nice. He's really good at sort of slinky knits, classy knits, and he's sort of got a sportswear thing going on, and he's been incorporating knits into that. I was lucky enough, actually, to be sat next to Erin O'Connor, and she's giving me all the gossip, which was
fabulous.
brilliant. Yeah, they hadn't got us a seat, and we were like, what? We need to be filming. I have to say, his PR were like caricatures. They're so rude. That was what I was expecting from Fashion Week.
You would have been disappointed if they hadn't been ad fab and rude to you.
They were so rude. I was like, oh. But then I ended up, because Erin O'Connor was so nice, sitting next to her and the head of the British Fashion Council. So I was like, oh, that's not so bad. But yeah, that was a good show and a lot of buzz about that one. And it wasn't in the main venue, actually. They took it away to the Hilton.
Good. Looks
goodie
fantastic. Excellent, Connie, thank you. We'll be talking to you throughout the week. It's great to see you. Thank you very, very much indeed. Loads more from London Fashion Week, plus all the latest trends on the fashion pages on our website. Check them out, gm.tv. Right, time to take a very quick break. When we come back, Brian Dowling is out of Hell's Kitchen. How much of a pressure cooker was that, though? Well, we'll tell all. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Best seat in the house, what?
Domestos kills all known germs, dead.
It's gentle. It's minerals. It's foundation.
New True Match Minerals from L'Oreal. The new mineral makeup. Flawless coverage that's gentle on skin. Fragrance-free, no preservatives.
The lightness of a powder. The flawless coverage of a foundation. True Match. Naturally.
New True Match Minerals from L'Oreal Paris.
You're worth it.
Hi, we're backstage at London Fashion Week. We often have to do a quick full makeup takeoff before the girl has to run on stage. I love this new Demac Expert Milk to Toner from L'Oreal Paris. The luxurious milk transforms into a fresh toner, effectively yet gently sweeping away even a model's makeup.
New Demac Expert from L'Oreal Paris.
And I tell you, absolutely brilliant. And you wouldn't believe how much we saved.
I think I would. I told you about them. The day after they'd fitted ours.
Anglian Home Improvements. More customers.
Most recommended.
And with this great offer, there are even more reasons to recommend us. Call 0800 500 600.
Did you know the plant sterols in Flora Proactive are proven to help lower cholesterol?
Now made with 100% British potatoes.
Homeowners of Britain, now really is the time to challenge Churchill. Yes, challenge Churchill. If we can't beat your combined home renewal, we'll give you £75 if you switch.
You'll give me £75 cash back? Really?
Oh, yes.
Can I really make a claim without filling in any forms?
Oh, yes. Come on, Britain, keep challenging Churchill. We're so confident in our prices that if we can't beat your renewal, we'll give you £75 if you switch. Oh, yes.
The new collection from Simply Be. From the catwalk to your door. In sizes 14 to 32. All sizes, one price. Easy returns. 10% off your first order exclusively for new customers. The latest looks, all the answers, whenever you want them. Call 0800 142 143 for a catalogue or go to simplybe.co.uk.
Gently clear baby's scalp with Dentinox Cradle Cap Treatment Shampoo. Gentle and effective.
Hands up, who wants to try delicious Bassett's Soft and Chewy Omega-3 with vitamins? The delicious way to take Omega-3.
Your skin needs a little extra care now. Every inch of it. New Dove Pro Age Deodorant gives your underarms what they need. Nourishing moisturisers and all-day protection. Beauty has no age limit.
Radox Daily Elements with Minerals. Also available for bath and shower.
Later, we'll be asking the leader of the opposition, David Cameron, what he thinks should be done to tackle Britain's growing yob culture. Plus, Colin and Justin's interior style guide for autumn-winter, and Nigella Lawson's speedy suppers. She says she needs just 3 raw ingredients and 8 minutes on the clock to cook dinner for 4. Her challenge, 10:30.
Yum. Oh, that's a nice elephant. It's a squirrel.
Hello, welcome back. And I should say, because Fiona mentioned it earlier on, that Boy George was supposed to be in this morning. Apparently he's not well. So, Boy George, if you're watching, get well soon. Now, Brian Dowling has escaped Hell's Kitchen. We're going to find out exactly why it all got so overheated in there. Emotions running wild. Also, the latest autumn beauty products that Britain's top magazine editors cannot live without. Now then, over the weekend, anxious savers have withdrawn as much as £2 billion of their money from branches of Northern Rock, and they've been queuing since 4 o'clock at that branch there in Kingston, and I'm sure that seems repeated all over the country. Joined now by our money-saving expert, Martin Lewis. Martin, it's bizarre. It's like that movie, It's a Wonderful Life, when people went crazy and said, I want all my money out. What's happening, and should people be panicking?
Well, there was nothing wrong in the first place, and I find those scenes incredibly depressing. When I hear stories of people flying over from Spain who paid a plane ticket to get here, or taking money out of their cash ISA, which means they lose years of tax-free allowance. You never withdraw cash on a cash ISA. You do transfer it. And all because of what was started by effectively a media scare story.
Really?
Now, there is a real problem now because we're seeing people queuing outside the banks. But I think we should go back to what happened. Northern Rock is a financial institution that tends to get its money that it likes to lend out to customers from other financial institutions. Because of some stuff in the States, there's less money to borrow. So it didn't have enough money to borrow, so it could continue to operate very effectively and lend to other people.
Okay.
So it went to the Bank of England and said, look, we may be a bit short of borrowing. Can we set up an overdraft facility?
As you would as a person.
Yeah. I mean, it's a rare thing to happen, but that's what they did. The Bank of England said, yes, but if you do borrow from us, it'll be at a penalty rate. It'll be expensive.
Right.
So Northern Rock hadn't touched that rate. Then, of course, their share price dipped because of the potential that, you know, they might have to borrow at an expensive rate. It wouldn't be very profitable, and there was a danger to their profits.
Right.
This got in the papers. Panic started because people, sadly, we're a nation of financially ignorant when it comes to things like this. The papers whipped this up into a frenzy. People panicked, started withdrawing money. The only real problem we've got now is the people withdrawing the money. So the actual thing that started this was irrelevant. If it hadn't been in the papers, this wouldn't have been a problem. And the message coming from me, and I'm no fan of the banks, 4.3 million template letters on reclaiming bank charges downloaded from my site, and I am still sitting here saying, stop it!
So everybody should go home?
Stop it!
These people that are queuing outside, they should go home now, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In most circumstances, the incredibly important thing to remember here is forget Northern Rock and the Bank of England, although the fact it's got this borrowing facility from the Bank of England means you're pretty safe anyway.
Yes,
that's why it's got it.
Sure.
The most important thing to understand is what's called the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. This affects any money you have in a bank savings or deposit account anywhere in the UK. And what that says is, if the bank were to go bust, and it's still unthinkable Northern Rock will, but that's what we have to talk about, because that's what people are worried about. If the bank were to go bust, you'd get your first £2,000 back, full stop. You'd then get 90% of the next 33 grand back. Not from the bank, but from the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, the official body to do it. So £35,000 of your money is safe.
Okay.
Anyone who's got less than £35,000 in there, stop worrying.
Okay.
Don't go queuing. You're making things worse for everybody. They're still letting you have your money out. You've had the chief exec on the programme this morning, haven't you?
Yes, no, actually, I have to say, I've been pretty impressed by him, actually just talking, because normally these guys just, you know, you never hear of them. But Adam Applegate was actually there answering quite difficult questions, and at least he put himself up there.
Well, quite right, because there isn't really a problem there. I would say, if you've got more than £35,000 in there, or in any bank, Northern Rock's no different, and you're worried, because worry is not a good thing in finances.
It's this trust thing, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Once that goes, it's very difficult to get that trust back.
I wouldn't say it was a bad idea to only have 35,000 in any one institution, and let's say you've got 100,000, to spread it around 3 different savings accounts, the best buys that are going on out there.
Okay.
And I've put, by the way, been writing this morning a big Q&A for your website.
Good.
It's not actually up there yet. They're putting it up now because it's, you know, the latest information of exactly what people should be doing. But the big message from me, and many people think I'm the enemy of the bank, and I'm saying too, stop panicking, stop queuing. They'll let you have your money. There's no worry. You might want to move elsewhere to get a better rate, but stop panicking, please.
OK,
please.
I think you're absolutely right. Although you can understand it, you know, you can understand why people would be worried about their money.
£35,000 is guaranteed by the government. The government, per bank.
Fantastic.
Not Northern Rock. It's not about Northern Rock solvency, even though it is solvent. Have to tell everybody else, mortgage rates are likely to go up because of all this. So if your mortgage is about to end by the end of this year, you need to start remortgaging as quick as you can to get the best deal. You can do it 3 months ahead. So if your mortgage fixed rate deal is coming to an end, go remortgage now.
Will do. Thank you very much indeed. Excellent, thank you. If you've got any more questions regarding Northern Rock, Martin has got all the answers, as he said, on the website gm.tv. Now, a quick news update. Parts of the M4 still closed this morning. 5 people sadly have died after a crash between 2 cars. The collision happened on the eastbound carriageway of the motorway in the Newport area. Drivers are being warned to avoid that area altogether. We'll give you more on that as we get it. Right, it's coming up to 9 o'clock, and there is a bit of a winter chill in the air over the next couple of days, apparently. We asked the UK's top beauty editors for some of their must-have products for the autumn.
As a beauty writer, I'm inundated with new products before they hit the shops, and I try and test everything. And something that's really impressed me is this preen cream from Philip Kingsley. It's basically designed for those days when your hair just is really messy because of wind and rain, and you just want to calm it down quickly. And all you need is a tiny bit, and you just smooth it over the ends of your hair, and then it just instantly calms it down, and it looks glossy and gorgeous. This is the Estee Lauder Solid Perfume Compact, and it's just so beautiful. It's got semi-precious stones inlaid on the top, and because it's solid perfume, it lasts for a lot longer on your skin. So even though it's £110, which is expensive, it will last you for ages. And I just think this is going to be a collector's item in years to come. So if you buy one, keep hold of it, because it might be worth a lot more one day.
Another great product for the season is Clinique Super Balm Moisturising Gloss. Now, what I really love about this is that it's a lip balm, a lip gloss, and colour in one. And I really like the fact that it comes in lots of lovely shades. Makeup by Barbara Daly Soufflé Blush. Now, it comes in a lovely little dinky pot, but it's this great textured, kind of creamy, powdery blush. And this shade Whisper is the one shade to get, because it just gives you a very faint kind of dew, and it never looks like, you know, you're wearing loads of makeup. And I like the fact that it's only £4.50, so really you can stock up on these.
To turn back time this autumn, I'm really loving these new Olay Total Effects masks. They can look a bit weird because they're cloth masks that you put over your face, and they've already got the lotion in there. So perhaps do it when no one's around, no one's going to see you. This new product from Nivea is great for those days when you feel a bit tired, you look in the mirror and your skin looks a bit dull. Its secret ingredient is 15% pure oxygen, which means it's really going to bring a glow back to your skin. And also, because it's from Nivea, it means it's great value for money.
I'm also loving the new colours from Nails Inc for this season. 2 colours that have been really strong on nails have been black and orange, and this has just moved it on beautifully. But instead of orange, it's kind of more subtle with bronze, a bit metallic, and then the black has gone a bit starlight with shimmer. Stella McCartney's a world-famous designer, but thankfully she's put her name to some new beauty products called Care, and I just simply can't get enough of this foaming cleanser. You just pump out a few squirts, massage it up. It's a great texture, and it just takes off all your makeup and leaves your skin feeling so fresh.
Fantastic. Thank you, girls. That was great. Now, after 2 weeks of hot stoves, burnt fingers and lots of tears, tonight sees Adele Silva go head-to-head with Barry McGuigan in the final of Hell's Kitchen. But third-place contestant Brian Dowling, well, more than his fair share of heated moments. Here's a look.
I have to tell you.
Tell me what is
my
it?
decision, Jim. It's not your decision. I'm in pastries. You're not. I can decide by myself at 29 years of age. If I want to help anyone, I can help them. You don't have the right to say to me, you're defecting the blue. Who are you?
Who indeed?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I've not seen that before, and I think, how pale do I look?
You did look pale and
Yeah,
white. That's
withdrawn.
because you were working like 16, 17-hour days.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I don't think I've ever worked that hard in my life, or probably ever will again.
Yeah, it looked hard work, but
was
you
extremely hard work.
really, I mean, you came in there not really knowing how to cook at
I had no
all.
clue. I mean, my meals would be probably from M&S or Sainsbury's or takeaway.
Yeah. And ding, ding, ding in the microwave.
Quite
yeah?
literally.
Mhm.
And then going in, I was a bit like, oh, it's going to be easy. And they kept saying to me, you seem to be not looking for the word hell. I just seen the word kitchen.
Yes.
I didn't see the word hell. And literally from the first day you go in, they just crack the whip. And it is an amazing experience, but the hardest thing I've ever done.
You all looked really stressed. You could see in your eyes. It was just,
I think we all
it was
aged 10 years. It's
crazy,
ridiculous.
absolutely crazy. But you found your niche in pastries.
Yes.
There's a pastry chef in there.
There is, and the bizarre thing is, give me sugar and eggs and I'll give you a dessert.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and I quite like, I was told I should open up a pastry shop called Brian's Tarts.
That would be
got a
excellent.
little ring to it, Brian's Tarts.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think that's a really good idea, Brian. It really is. So it was harder than you thought,
Oh my
obviously.
God, worse than anything you could ever imagine. That it was probably the hardest thing because you've got to deliver so much every day. You've got to feed 76 people.
Exactly.
That's the thing, and Marco was very strict, but very fair.
He's good though. I liked him because there was no effing and seeing. There was none of that.
No, none of that, because then you used to say to us,
Very
keep your
calm.
swearing to a minimum while you're in the house.
Yes.
But whatever happens during service, you can't take personally.
Right.
But it's a tough job.
Oh, it's really hard. It gives you a real insight into what goes on in a kitchen, actually. I'm just looking at it there. It really does. You really see how it goes. But I thought you did yourself proud, and there was all, as well as all the stress and the strain of actually doing the job, there was all that fighting going on with your man.
It's quite bizarre, because I literally left, I've got voted out on Saturday, but went back in yesterday morning at 8 o'clock and left this morning at 1:10. So I've actually not seen any of it.
Right.
And I've only spoke to my friends briefly. But when I was in there, I kind of thought to myself, is he saying this? Because for me, I don't know what was shown, but I felt with Jim, it actually was quite consistent from the time I would wake up to the time I actually went to bed.
Right.
And I can only base that on the premise that, in fact, it's because I am openly gay.
Right.
Which for 29 years was never a problem. And then to him, this was an issue. And it was just a constant, it was jibes and his mannerisms that I just felt were completely inappropriate. And I went to the stage where, I mean, I confronted him on 2 or 3 occasions, but then it accumulated when he had made the comment about being a shirt lifter. I felt that it was okay to say that to someone. And then I kind of went, you actually can't say that. And that's when the argument, and I got a little bit upset.
You did.
It was one tear, I think.
No, you did, but I actually found myself almost feeling sorry for him because he was so out of his depth and out of his comfort zone.
Yes,
because,
I mean,
and he looked like, I don't understand the world anymore.
Yes.
You know, I don't fit in anymore.
Yes, it was
and he
almost
doesn't
like
actually.
the world has changed.
Yes, and he stayed
and he
the same.
hasn't.
Yeah.
And I just found it, I almost felt sorry for him, and I felt that when he left, it was just the easy way out.
Yeah.
But he also gave Abby and Adele a hard time. I don't think he likes young people. I don't think he likes gay people, and I don't think he likes women.
There's not many left.
Yeah.
There's not many people
so what
left.
does he like? I don't know. But a weird, probably a bitter, vile old man.
Okay.
And that's putting it politely.
A weird, bitter, vile old man.
Yes.
Now, you were happy in the pastry. You were there in your
because
area.
I don't
happy
like
as
anything
Larry.
that's not
no,
nice.
let's have a wee look at you having to deal with other stuff.
My goodness.
Oh.
I can't do it. I can't touch his neck. Ha, ha. It's like, ha.
What you do then is you take the tail out, okay?
I'm so sorry.
Right.
Swallow.
Yeah!
Back! Swallow it.
Very naughty. He's a naughty man, this one.
Back, swallow it. Because when we had done that, he said, you've got to do it raw. And I'm like, I'll never do this again. So I was going to do it. And then, but in here it closed. It kind of said to me, you're not going to do it. And I went, I've got to. And then I just kind of went, but for the whole day, all I could taste was kind of salty. It was just disgusting. Ooh. And I asked for mince, and I waited like 4 days to get back in the mince. I don't know what they were trying to do to me, but it was fun.
So are you going to keep cooking in the house? Are you going to...
I would like to say to you, Lorraine, yes.
Right.
But no.
Oh.
I think I will, maybe cakes and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm more open-minded now towards food, which is only a good thing.
Yeah, because did you not go in and you were somebody that wasn't all that adventurous?
Not adventurous,
you would never,
quite fussy, liked pasta, liked chicken,
right.
liked potato, being Irish, like bread.
Of course.
And that was it. but now I'm a bit more open with food.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So who do you think's going to win tonight?
Well, see, I love and adore Adele. I'd like
Yeah.
Adele to win, and I think Barry may have the edge, only because he's been around for a long time. And he's a sportsman, and they always do well in shows like this.
They're both, shall we say, focused?
So focused. Adele is
Wanting to do it.
she's so driven, and she's so professional. It's unbelievable. She's amazing. A lovely, lovely girl.
So either one, we don't mind.
Yes, I think, as everyone says, everyone's a winner.
I'll tell you what, though, I wouldn't like to go and eat there because your man just takes the absolute mickey out of you, Angus Dayton. He's so rude.
I met him once when I left, that was it.
So
But I think
rude.
Marco's amazing, because if people approach the pass, he's like, be gone with you.
Yes, and people, and if you go and complain, he throws you out.
Oh, he threw one lady out.
He's throwing loads of people
He threw one lady out because she had said, I know your ex-wife, and he went, oh, get her out of here. Don't talk about my family. And he went, be gone. And she was taken out.
Oh, the power. Just
I
to do
love
that.
it. It's just
Gone.
that. It's be gone.
Oh, he's very good, actually. He's got real charisma.
He's an amazing man, and he's
Real
very, very
charisma.
caring, and he's an amazing teacher.
Excellent. Well, so you've enjoyed it, but quite glad to be out.
I've enjoyed it, glad to be out, but I would do it again. I don't know.
Have you got to go back tonight and eat tonight?
Yes, go back
that'd be
tonight
good.
with a friend, all of us, and we get a chance to eat.
Lovely.
Which would be nice, just to sit down and be treated nicely.
Exactly. Maybe James Davison will be in the other side if he turns up at all.
He better not be in the restaurant.
I don't think he'll turn up.
I think he's in Dubai. Woo! Party, party!
Brian, it's a joy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'll see you soon. Thank you. We've got to take a very quick break now. When we get back, tragedy hits the Platt family. Bethany takes David's ecstasy tablets. He's hidden them in the dolly. Oh, Tina's here with all the news. See you in a minute.
I kept saying you look fantastic. It didn't make any difference. She wasn't happy with how she felt, and that was it.
And then she started to say,
right,
I need to lose weight.
I need to get this off.
I've got to do something.
People who go to Weight Watchers meetings lose on average 3 times more weight than those who go it alone.
Emma has a busy life. The points plan fitted around it really well.
Every time she got on the scales at her weekly meetings, she could see the weight falling off of her.
She looked amazing, didn't she?
And we were like, wow.
Join Weight Watchers now while registration's free and try our new Quick and Easy Start.
I've enjoyed my life. I've been a singer, a TV presenter, and now I'm a mother. It's comfort and peace of mind I want to enjoy. So for my new windows and doors, I went to the award-winning Safe Style UK. And the best thing is, all this won't cost me a penny till next year. And you can bog off. No, I'm not being rude. Buy one, get one free. You see, for every window and door you buy, you get another absolutely free. And there's flexible monthly payments to suit everyone's pocket. Don't just think about making your mind up. Call now.
Have you tried Mission Deli Wraps yet? They make everyday food more exciting. Just choose your favourite fillings and you can make a tasty, satisfying wrap in seconds. Look for Mission in the bakery aisle. It's the one in a resealable pack.
Right on.
Introducing the new Glade Flameless Candle. Continuous puffs of your favorite Glade fragrance.
It smells so good.
And it glows just like a real candle. So now you can create a mood that's simply irresistible. The new Glade Flameless Candle.
What?
The fragrance of Glade, the glow of a candle. S.C. Johnson & Family Company.
Indestructible Gel by Studio Line. Our first extreme hold gel formula with elastic resistance. Roughed, crushed, flattened. For style that bounces back. Hand and hood resistant. For style that lasts. Studio Line Indestructible from L'Oréal Paris.
Hands up, who wants to try delicious Bassett Soft and Chewy Omega-3 with vitamins? The delicious way to take Omega-3.
Did you know the plant sterols in Flora Proactive are proven to help lower cholesterol?
I wish I'd got some biscuits.
Cheers. Cost Cutter, we've been there for your everyday essentials for the past 21 years.
Oh, TV mag. Thanks.
More. Have we got any crisps? So why not check out our great 21st anniversary offers? Like 8 pints of Stella Artois for £8.50, or Smirnoff, Gordons and Bells at £9.99 each. And look, French Connection Merlot and Chardonnay is now half price. Cost Cutter, 21 years of great value offers.
Uncle Ben's new recipe chili con carne for when you fancy a Mexican for dinner. Invite the world to dinner with Uncle Ben's sauces.
It's time to sing and play. It's time to paint and draw.
That's right!
Hours of fun. It's Todd's time. Todd's time, CITV. Todd's time, CITV.
Weekdays from 9:30.
Welcome back. Now it's time for Soap Secrets. Tina Baker's here. Corrie again, dominating.
Yes, and my flabber is gasted. Just when you thought Demon David could not get any worse, he has. We saw him hide ecstasy pills in Bethany's doll last night. Do you know that's not even the worst bit? Of course, inevitably the child takes them because she's a soap child destined for trauma. Rushed to hospital, he keeps stum. He does not tell them what's happened. So there's his little niece fighting for life and the doctors don't know what's up with her. But this is what happens next.
She swallowed an ecstasy tablet.
Oh! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry.
David! I'm going to kill you! God, I'm going to kill you!
David, when did she take it? When did this happen?
I don't know. I tried to make her be sick. I give her some salt water.
You shouldn't have done that, David. It only makes things worse.
I'm going to kill you! What's happening?
What kind of a pill was it? What colour? Where are they?
I put them down the sink.
Bethany, David.
Oh, that's really well done. Wow.
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, of course Sarah's not going to forgive him
goosebumps.
for this. Evil uncle. And he can't understand because he is genuinely remorseful. Now, when Helen Worth and Jack P. Shepherd come on Wednesday, you'll have to ask them about this because he doesn't even turn the new leaf even then. So his mum chucks him out. He's questioned by the police. You'd think then he would have learnt his lesson. No, it gets worse because he then tries to ruin Sarah's wedding. Bruno Langley's back as Todd Grimshaw, and guess who asked? That was Todd leaving a couple of years back. Todd is back for the wedding, and of course he is Sarah's gay ex.
Yes.
So that is going to cause shenanigans at the wedding. The only thing I can say is Jack has revealed he will not be shooting his family. That was one of the rumours that he was going to go mad with the gun at the wedding reception. And I think that might have been a little bit over the top.
Yes, thank you.
And then, you're just sort of recovering from that. Last night, Hayley and her son, what a masterclass in acting. All the mannerisms were almost the same, that slightly awkward trying to hug each other.
That's lovely.
That's obviously not going well. Roy and Hayley's marriage in crisis.
That's the first time I've seen them going in the huff with one another and not speaking. It was awful.
I just think Roy as well, it's his birthday this week. She's going to be making a big effort. She buys him an eco-friendly tent, as he would, to try and get round him. But she's desperate to see her son.
Of course.
So, more traumas to come on that. Meanwhile, Sally and her lessons.
Yes.
Sally has got a crush on her teacher.
No.
Mr. Stape. Now, if you know Mr. Stape, they've taken his glasses off recently and put him in contact lenses because he's now a new love interest.
Yes.
Not just for Sally, but also Rosie.
But Sophie fancied him as well.
I know, Sophie fancied him. Rosie at the minute's got this big crush on Liam, but I've heard in the future Rosie and Mr. Stape. Which is a bit...
What about Fizz?
What about... No, Fizz is the official girlfriend, I know. Plus, last night, a new love interest for Carla. Now, did you see Tony the salesman? You will know, because your thespian finest hour was with him.
Exactly, with Gray O'Brien in
There
River
he is,
City.
bless him.
Oh,
Now, if you don't know him from River City, he's been in Peak Practice and Casualty as well. He's around for a while.
Good, he's very good.
However, there's a big but. Not that Carla's got a big but, or indeed does. The big but is, and get the warning triangle flashing, even though he is a new love interest, she's going to be drawn towards her brother-in-law, Liam.
No.
I see a kiss on the cards. You know, she's got those hypnotic lips.
Yes.
When those lips are on the screen, I can't look away from them. So
they're like Sue Ellen's.
They are like Sue Ellen's lips. So, yeah, Liam and Carla wait for that. And a double warning triangle flash.
Okay.
Call Martin Lewis. I hope he's not left the building, because Peggy Mitchell is 40 grand in debt.
Ooh.
The bailiffs are going to have to be called in EastEnders into the quit. That's a hell of an over-ordering of prawn cocktail crisps.
It is.
Unless it's Phil Mitchell who's drank all the profits.
Could
40
be.
grand in debt.
That's a lot, huh?
Which brings us to the big shop plot in EastEnders this week. The haunting of Ian Beale continues. He's getting weird texts, he's almost run over, and then he gets a coffin in the back garden, which beats the gnome, but, you know, there you go. And he has a theory as to who it might be. Let's go.
She's trying to send me nuts. She keeps sneaking into the house and leaving stuff lying around.
She brought you a book.
There's been other things as well. Okay, I mean, we've been getting strange deliveries, weird phone calls, texts.
And you think Jane's responsible? Yeah. And she's doing these things to hurt you?
Yeah. I know it sounds stupid, but...
Yeah, it certainly does. Why would she want to hurt you?
I think she's got an obsession with Cindy.
She's not the only one who might have an obsession with Cindy. So is it Jane, or could it be Michelle Collins going back to Walford? Now, all I can say, there's been no sightings, because I've been camped out outside Elstree, of her. And she has been spotted filming in Ireland as we speak, because she's doing this new drama based on the X Factor. She's one of the judges.
Really?
How good is that?
Oh,
so
that'd be
she's
good.
almost like a Sharon Osbourne-esque.
Right, right.
So I can't say that she's been back. I do know now I'm not allowed to even think it on air, or Phil Mitchell comes and gets me.
Okay.
However, we'll go on to a different storyline, which is the court case looming with Dino up for, you know, perverting the course of justice.
Yes.
He and his dad do what men the world over do in times of crisis, a runner. So literally they're about to drive out of the square, just leaving a note for their women. So Chelsea's not going to be pleased because she's going to be left to hold the can herself. Plus, when Denise finds out she's going to go mad at Kevin, they will come back and they will have to face the music,
I should think so too.
And they will have their day in court. Plus children in Walford. Not only is it little Bethany who's a child in trouble in Coronation Street, Ben last week was on the bottle, literally, copying his dad and necking vodka.
No, he's only a baby.
And then, you know, the wicked stepmother. So even though, you know, Phil's saying, I'm not drinking this week, poor old Ben will need a lot of convincing. And then little Jay, the one with the feral face.
Yes.
He finds out that his dad, Jace, has been in prison, starts nicking knickers this week. It's only a matter of time before he's in jail, quite frankly. So nicking in the Queen Vic.
Okay. What, from washing lines or from shops?
From drawers. Drawers from drawers.
Drawers from drawers, OK.
Emily Dale this week, a bit of an EastEnders theme, because you remember the Zoe Slater, you're not my mum,
Yeah,
yes
yeah,
I
yeah,
am,
yeah,
Kat.
yeah, absolutely.
It's like that with Carrie and Lexi, except a bit of a twist in the tale.
Let's have a look.
Did you hate me? No. They did a wonderful thing for both of us. And I can't just turn it on for you just because the secret's out. You'd hate me even more than you do now if I lied to you. I don't hate you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But I'm not your mother. Yes, you are. Not the way you want.
Right, so to clarify, Linda Lusardi is your mother,
Right.
but she won't be your mother. On
Right.
screen, this is all pretend, because she's got her own daughter, Scarlett, and she gave up this baby when she was but a teenager, who was brought up so as if she was her auntie. It's all very, very confusing.
Right.
Scarlett can't take the news, does a runner, because her
Okay.
aunt is now a sister and she's not told.
Okay.
I know you're not with me, I'll draw you a
No,
diagram. It's just so complicated.
No, I'm there, I'm
Do you
there,
know,
I'm there.
sometimes I hear what's coming out of my mouth and I think, what? Quite often, actually. Meanwhile, every parent would fight for their child's schooling. Zach Dingle takes it literally, takes part in a bare-knuckle fight to get the school fees together for little Bells.
No.
Now, just a warning, if you are having your tea with ketchup, you may not want to watch this fight. It is pre-watershed, but it is quite bloody.
Quite gory, yeah.
And, of course, he used to be a bare-knuckle fighter in the past, did Zach. Poor old Bell Dingle, doing very well on the spelling tests. And finally, the final troubled child in Soapland, Victoria Sugden. Jack is blaming her for splitting up his marriage to Diane. Diane's done a runner at the minute. Jack doesn't know at the moment that that's because Diane fancies Billy.
I know.
All I can say about Victoria is just how troubled a child will come out quite soon.
Okay.
I've said too much already.
So there's more to come.
Huge.
OK, and it's all on tonight, all right, isn't it?
Yes,
okay,
we're back
good.
to normal.
Good, good, good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tina. That's it from me today. Tomorrow, huge excitement. Debbie Harry is here. We love Debbie Harry. I wanted to be Debbie Harry when I was young, so really, really looking forward to that. You have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I don't like caterpillars. They're wriggly.
Kingsmill 50/50, sponsor of LK Today.